get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. I'm standing because I have back pain and I have a terrible chair. So I got a stand-up desk, and we're just standing up for the next few episodes until I get this chair situation sorted out. Now, we got Joe Rogan weighing in on the Tyreek Hill situation. If you don't know, he is a football player for the Dolphins, and he was pulled over for speeding, and a whole bunch of stuff unfolded. It ended with him in handcuffs, and then one of his friends was actually detained as well. Now, they did what people do always. They just film the one thing of him on the ground, and they put race into it, and they say it's unjustified. But then later, the body cam footage was released. And I have to say, this Tyreek Hill person is a liar. He's a straight up liar. And I know I'm going to get slings and arrows of Uncle Tom and this and that, but he's straight up lying. So let's just get right into it. We'll hear Joe Rogan. Then I'm going to let you hear Tyreek Hill's friend give his depiction of what happened. Then I'm going to show you the body cam footage. Then I'm going to show you what Tyreek Hill said afterwards. Let's get into it.
They want confrontation with uniforms. Like, they just seek it out. That's what they do.
Did you see that football player get pulled over?
Yeah, man. That was wild.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the way to the Dolphins game.
It's interesting. He just didn't want to roll his window down.
I know. I understand, like, there's like a lot of people weighing in on, the nuances of this whole thing, because it's layered. It's not, but it's like, I mean, look, I'll never have Tyreek Hill's experience, like as being a black guy in America and in a McLaren, and I don't know what it's like to get pulled over by cops. My whole thing with cops, if I get pulled over, I always try to be like,
yes, sir.
10 and 2, yes, sir. Like,
yes, sir.
Now people are right. It's not against the law to not be like that. You're allowed to be like, whatever, hurry up and figure this out. You can do that, but I just feel like it's not de-escalating things.
Right.
But then those cops were hot with like, you could tell. The one in particular felt like, to me watching it, that he had felt maybe humiliated by also either somebody he recognized or just somebody with wealth who is feeling entitled, that he wanted to show the other cops that, like, I don't take any shit, which I feel like it's a human emotion, but then
but you can't have that human emotion as a cop.
You can't
act on it for sure.
You can't just throw somebody
to the ground and cuff them as if they're a dangerous criminal.
Like he was a violent offender.
Right.
Like, it was really nuts.
It is nuts. The whole thing's nuts. It's nuts, but it's nuts both ways, right? It's like, roll the window down. Just
roll the window down is
say
obvious.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what
give your driver's license. You're speeding. You're going 103 miles an hour. What are they alleging?
I don't know what his issue was, but he just didn't feel like it.
A fun car.
That's a fucking.
That's a fun car, bro.
Is that a 765?
I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about McLarens, but it's so dope. Rad. I know. I remember when you were reviewing one, when you had that car thing you were doing for a while.
Yeah, dude. They were giving me. I've driven a lot of the lineup.
Man, so. And I'm surprised actually that Joe Rogan had this take of like, hey, just roll the window down. And you guys are going to see exactly what he's talking about when I show you the body cam footage. Now, there's going to be some violence in the body cam footage, so I can't exactly show you all of that. So there'll be a little space in between, but I can relay exactly what happened. And I can put a link in the description towards the body cam footage. I believe I can. Not 100% sure. Let's get into it.
Cuffs after a, quote, verbal altercation, end quote, occurred, sources told ESPN's Jeff Darlington. Hill was cited for reckless driving. He was released after several minutes, but the incident was filmed by nearby fans and quickly went viral on social media. Hill said he didn't know why the situation escalated the way it did. At one point during the incident, video showed Hill lying on the ground, handcuffed, with 4 officers surrounding him. Hill had this to say about what could have been. Here's the quote. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Worst case scenario, It's hard. I don't want to bring race into it, but sometimes it gets kind of iffy when you do. I just wanted to make sure I was doing what my uncle always told me to do whenever you're in a situation like that. Put your hands on the steering wheel and just listen. Everybody has bad apples in every situation. But I want to be able to use this platform to figure out a way to flip this and make it a positive. Calais Campbell, his teammate, was among the Miami Dolphins teammates who approached officers after seeing this unfolding. And Campbell was also briefly detained. He appeared on First Take on ESPN this morning, where I asked him this. When you say that they were being, using excessive force, I'd like you to be specific with our audience exactly what you saw that makes you say that.
They were trying to yank him down to the ground. And so, like, I saw him, kick him and pull him down, pulling the cuffs, shoulders look like they're messing up. They kind of got him down. I felt like the one officer was pushing on his head and just was like completely unnecessary. And so, I got out, I had my hands up like this, approaching. And I'm just telling him, like, hey, I'm a friend of his. I stood there for about 5 more minutes, and told him I'll stand where you want me to stand. Wherever you tell me how far I back up, I'll back up, but I'm not leaving the scene. And I think I responded to him like, you can tow my car. I don't feel like I'm blocking traffic. And he's like, that's it. You're under arrest. Puts me in handcuffs. And, Tyreek's there, obviously feeling distressed. And, Jonnu Smith was there as well on the other side in front of him. And I was behind him. And he's like telling Jonnu, don't leave me, man, don't leave me, and he's, talking to me. And it's just like, he's in an extreme situation that I don't think he should have been in. It was completely unnecessary. And so, like, I'm here for you. We got your back,
So he had his back, and you'll see his little depiction. You'll see it in the body cam footage. Let's start here. This is the beginning of the body cam footage. Let's go. The sound's going to kick in a second.
Manny on. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Or what? Why do you have it up? Hey, keep your window down. Manny. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, Mom. Get out of the car. Give me your ass. We'll break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
So that's where the violence ensues, because they have to actually take him out of the car. Now, I can tell you that he was not kicked like his friend says. They actually just bring him down to the ground and they put his hands behind his back, and that's it. Now, obviously, even still, that's a lot for the situation, I guess. But yeah, I will get into it in a second, but you have to understand, I just have to go back really quick. Do you know how many police officers in this situation right here, where someone rolls their window back up as they're at a traffic stop, do you know how many police officers get shot multiple times right in this situation? Like, that is a thing that happens all the time, which is why they want your window down. They want to be able to see what you're doing. This guy puts his window back up, and for all they know, 3 shots are coming at him. Bang, bang, bang. And listen, he's a football player. There's a whole thing. There's a whole documentary on Netflix about a football player that was killing people all willy-nilly. So let's not go to the place where he would never do something like that. The cops don't have time to take that chance. Okay? So let's get into the next clip of the body cam footage.
I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out,
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too late.
All right, bro. Take
Too
me to
late.
jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey,
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
bro. Y'all
Don't move.
good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
You set him up?
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, yo, bro, dude, beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn. I don't want to do it to y'all, bro.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just heard you in your ears when we go there with the window down.
Chill, bro. Hey, Joe New, bro.
Back up.
Hey, call Drew. Hey, call Drew. Call Drew, bro. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey. I'm not doing anything.
So now you're about to see the interaction where this person that you saw on this clip, this guy here, you're about to see his interaction with the police.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man. They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen,
man.
big man, don't park there, man. Just get in the
Hey,
car.
Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Right up the side, on the side of the,
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
Hey, you're in the car.
Who's the driver? This is my car.
All right, move.
All right, I'll take that.
You gotta move right now.
I'm coming, man.
Let me have your license. You're gonna have to get too.
I'm coming.
Let me have your license. You're gonna have to. Let me have your license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your license.
Leaving. Yo, what's
Your
going
license
on?
right now.
Sir, what's going on,
Your license
man?
right now. You're not gonna give me your license.
Get in the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license.
I'm leaving.
Let me have your license. Your license right now.
Sir, you want me
Hey,
to-
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you up.
just told
Your
me to
license
leave.
right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, he just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now. We're not playing this game here, man.
So that's the extent of the situation. Then he gets briefly detained as well. And, you know, it's funny because Officer Tatum actually covered this. I'm sure if you guys know me, you must know Officer Tatum as well. And he was just like, why can't black people just do what they told? In the way that he always talks. And I saw this and I was like, I thought the exact same thing. I mean, you really do have to go through this whole thing. When I say that these guys are making things up, you heard his depiction, this gentleman here, you heard his depiction of what happened. He said that his friend got kicked. He didn't get kicked. He told someone on the phone that they're beating on Tyreek Hill. They were not beating on Tyreek Hill. And then when you go to the Tyreek situation, this guy, I don't have it all in the window there. This guy tells them, don't touch my window like that. Then when they ask him to bring it down again, he says, don't tell me what to do. Then he says, take me to jail. Why are you guys beating on my window like you're crazy? This whole thing was because he, exactly like Joe Rogan said, bro, just put your window down. Maybe you don't have an understanding of why the police need that to happen. I went through that with you guys already. They have to make sure they're safe. It doesn't matter if it's Bill Gates, Tyreek Hill, or Johnny from down the street. It doesn't matter. They have to make sure that they're safe. You know, and I have a special sympathy, not just because I have a police officer in my family, but also the fact that I have a kid now, you know, a wife and a kid. And it's like, just when I'm going to the store, I want to make sure that I get home safe. These guys are in this position. All they want to do is get home safe to whoever. Maybe it's to no one. Maybe it's to a wife and kids like me. It's just why can't you just do what you're told? What's the problem? I've never had this issue. And I'm not like Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has probably been being babied since he was a kid because he has this incredible ability. I was in the streets. Like, I was poor and in the streets, and I was still respectful of cops. Like, if anybody had a reason, I definitely had a reason to be disrespectful. Never was. Never. But now I'm going to show you guys exactly what he says happened. Okay? So now you heard his friend's depiction, which was a lie. And now you're going to hear what he says actually happened. Let's make sure it's at the right speed. Perfect. Let's go.
All together. So I'm not going to give you a version that I still don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be able to use this platform to say, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, you know, because it's crazy. Like, I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper, had all that, you know, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, you know, everybody has bad apples in every situation, you know, so I want to be able to, use this platform, to figure out a way to like flip this and make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, so that way we can team together and do something positive for the community, because that's what it's all about, bro. Like you guys are here to like protect us as individuals, and I have a platform and I want to be able to team up with you guys, so that's all I gotta say. So
Tyreek, why do you believe the police put you in handcuffs?
I have no idea, for real. No idea, man. It's crazy. No idea. It wasn't disrespectful, because my mom didn't raise me that way. Didn't cuss. Didn't do none of that. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out, man.
I guess the police officer was put on administrative leave. Were you aware of that?
Nah, I wasn't. That should tell you everything you need to know then. You feel me? It should tell you everything you need to know. So that's all I'm gonna say about that situation. I'm just glad that my teammates were there to like support me in that situation, because I felt alone.
His mom didn't raise it. He was not disrespectful. Then I have to go back to what the quote that Stephen A. Smith read, how he said, "Yeah, I just tried to do exactly what my uncle always told me to do. Just hands on 10 and 2 and just listen." He didn't do that. He was completely disrespectful to the cops. He rolled up his windows. The cops don't know who he is. They don't know what mind state he's in. So in their mind, you have now put their safety at risk. 100% you've put their safety at risk, because they can't see you now. And you've broken the law. They have no idea what you're about to do. They can't see if you're putting your car into gear. They can't see if you're going to reach for a gun, a weapon, anything. They just can't. If you're throwing drugs to the side, anything. They can't see anything. Disrespectful. Then tells them, "Hey, don't beat on my window like that." That's the first thing he says to the guy. "Don't tell me what to do." That's what he says when he's asked to roll down his window again. Then he tells them, "Don't touch my window." Then when he's on the ground, he says, "Take me to jail." Come on, man. And now in this clip, he's saying, I have no idea. I have no idea why they put, I have no clue what happened. I don't know. I was just being a good citizen. I don't know, man. I was actually going to rescue a cat out of a window. There was a cat. They said they needed someone with extraordinary abilities and running and jumping. And I thought, well, that's me. And I just wanted to go help the community. I want to be a cop one day. I got a hat. What? What? What are you talking about? This is ridiculous, man. So I had to cover this because it seems so crazy that he would lie so blatantly. And I know this is because he said, there's always bad apples, and could you argue that cop's a bad apple? I guess you could make the argument if you wanted to. Oh, he was a little harsh. He was yelling, he wasn't de-escalating. You can actually make that argument. But at the same time, once again, he doesn't know where his safety's at the very beginning with his window. Then he's being disrespected constantly. Then there's another guy who pulls up on the road, traffic, doesn't even pull up properly and just goes, "I'm staying right here." And then the guy's 6'4" and he's 350 pounds. The cop's like, what do I do right now? I'm surprised he didn't draw his gun. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't draw his gun. At this point, it's like, they're all screaming. One guy's like, "I'm not leaving." Another guy's sitting in the passenger seat with his hand in the bag, like, "Oh, I'm not the driver." It's like, what is happening right now? Now, I'm sure he understood that they were football players. Probably, more than likely. They ran a plate. They saw his name. They probably know. I don't watch sports at all, but maybe they do, and they know the name. Okay, fine. But I don't think this cop was a bad apple. Again, I'll just go right back to what I was saying before. When it comes to guys like this, and I don't mean black guys, I mean football player, any athlete. And I honestly, I really don't like athletes. I really don't. I don't like how much they get paid. I don't like it. I'm fine with it's fine, but when I see it, and then I also see where they're from, and they never change the places where they're from. And I mean drastic change, like infrastructure change. They never do anything. It's crazy. They have access to billions of dollars. If they all got together, they could change the way that the black community lives nationwide with ease. NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, if they all just got together, it would be like that. Plus Hollywood friends, they probably have access to $20 billion if they really wanted to. They never do anything. It's ridiculous. But I will say this, when it comes to guys like this, the second they display this ability that they have, and this guy has incredible ability, can't take that away from him. He has incredible ability. The second they display that, whether it's in elementary school or high school, the second that happens, whatever your belief is on white privilege, they get that type of privilege. They can fail tests. They can not do well in school. They can not pay attention. They could be a brat. They could do whatever they want because the coaches in the sports department of those schools start treating these guys like gods. And you could tell by the way he handled things here and the way his friend thought they could handle things, they literally thought they could do whatever they want because they've always done whatever they wanted. They got to high school, start getting scouted by colleges, they get to do whatever they want. They can talk to coaches however they want. They can do whatever they want. And then they get into the NFL and it just continues. So honestly, when I look at a guy like this, I would look at him the same way anybody would look at some rich white preppy kid. Same exact way. He probably came from a broken home. He probably came from poverty like I did. But the second he displayed that ability, he started getting treated differently. And that's why he's willing to do stuff like this. He's willing to say one thing in a quote, to act a completely different way. And then when they ask him in a press conference, he sits there and goes, oh, I have no idea what happened. He was put on leave. That should tell you everything you need to know. And I know I sound like a hater right now. Yup, I am. Don't like guys like that at all. Anyways, guys, I just thought I would bring that whole thing to you because I found it so blatant. So blatant. And of course, it goes straight to race. But I don't see that. These guys, buddy, I don't care about the tank top. I don't care about the hair. I don't care about the skin color. This guy, how much this guy got paid? It was something crazy. I was talking with my friend. He was like, oh, you have no idea. How much Tyreek Hill got paid? How much was that contract? Tyreek Hill contract amount. It's like $200 million or something like that. What is it? $120 million 4 years. That was 2023. Restructured, increasing his fully guaranteed money to $106 million. Good God. Annual salary, $30 million. Guaranteed money in his contract, $106 million. 2024. He's making $18 million plus 9.8. Signing appropriation 6.2. Do you understand the numbers I'm saying to you right now? 31 million is what he gets next year, including 9.9 million. Another 6.2 for this is crazy. Restructuring appropriation. Then 2026 gets $55 million. You see what I'm saying right now? Get out of here, man. This guy's just as elite as anybody that you'd see. Just as elite as anybody you'd see. Anyways, guys. I am a hater. You ever heard that Kendrick song? I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress. Yes, 100%. I do not like guys like this. Anyways, guys. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Other than that, I'm out.